Hi everybody. So we're going to continue with the commentary of NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing 2, the beautiful teaching made by our guru, Lama Caroline Rinpoche. Okay, first we're going to do some prayers. Before you ask, I sat on my glasses, yeah? Just think of it as a Google glass, okay? Okay, first we're going to do some prayers, okay? Then we'll talk about continue with the commentary, okay? So I'm going to use the prayers from the NgalSo combined practice, okay? The preliminary practices, okay? Namo Guru Bhye, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Guru Bhye, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Guru Bhye, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Triratnaya, Sangye Chöda Sogi Chona Hamla, Janchu Padu Dani Kyasuchi, Dagi Jin Sogi Pesona Hanki, Drola Penchi Sangye Drupasho, Sangye Chöda Sogi Chona Hamla, Janchu Padu Dani Kyasuchi, Dagi Jin Sogi Pesona Hanki, Drola Penchi Sangye Drupasho. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge. Through the practice of generosity and the other bodhisattva perfections, may we attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings. 7 limitless meditations. Samchen tamche dewa dan dewe gyu dan denpa gyu chi. Samchen tamche dunyal dan dunyal gi gyu dan drawa gyu chi. Samchen tamche dunyal mepe dewa dami drawa gyu chi. Semchen tamche nyerin chada nidan trewe tamnyon la nepa gyuchi. Semchen tamche lusen gidu nele soshin trayun lusen dewadan dempa gyuchi. Semchen tamche NgalSo tochi jina no chukuyu dashi samane gyuchi. Semchen tamche danzan bulingi kedo dadan china gishide dan dukun dempa gyuchi. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings never be separated from the great happiness that is beyond all misery. May all beings dwell in equanimity, unaffected by attraction to dear ones and aversion to others. May all beings recover from the sicknesses of mind and body pollution and enjoy relative and absolute health now and forever. May all beings relax in a pure and healthy outer and inner environment now and forever. May all beings enjoy inner and world peace now and forever. Purification of the sight and blessing the offerings. Tamche duni sashida semala sohome padan la tiltanyam bedurye ranshin jam pohone gyochi la tami mi chepeze no su sham tahani kitro kun san chutrin la name nanke kanku kyab gyochi. Om Namo Bhagavate Bandhasawa Pramadane Tathagataya Ahate Samya Sambuddhaya Tayata Om Benze Benze Maha Benze Maha Tetsa Benze Maha Vidya Benze Maha Bodhicitta Benze Maha Bodhi Mantropa Samkramana Benze Sawakama Awarana Vishuddhana Benze Soha. Expressing the power of the truth. Kunjo Sungi Dempatang Sangye Dang Janju Sempa Tam Che Gi Jingi Alatang So niyon so so pe na dang chen po tang chu kin nam pa ta shin sangi mi kya pe togi deshin ni du gyu chi. By the truth power of the three jewels and the blessings of all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, as well as by the great strength generated by the two accumulations and the power of the pure and inconceivable Dhammadhatu, may these offerings become real. Invocation of the Healing Buddha. Malu Sem Chen Kun Gi Gun Gyu Chin Du De Pun Je Mi Ze Jon Ze La No Nama Lu Yanda Ken Gyu Pe Chom Den Ko Je Ne Di She Su So. Seven Limb Prayer. Go Sun Gu Pe Go Ne Chat Se Lo No Sha Yi Tro Ho Che Pa Ma Lu Bo To Me Ne Sa Di Tun Tam Che Sha Kye Pa Gye Wahanam La Je Yi Ran Ko Wa Ma Tom Ba Du Le Shu Ne Dro La Che Ki Ko Lo Ko Wa Da Da Shen Je Nan Jan Chu Chen Po No. Mandala offering. Sashipuki Joshi Meto Tram Rira Li Shihini De Gempadi Sange Shintu Mite Boagi Drukunan Tahashila Chupasho Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kam Niryatayami. Buddha Shakyamuni prayer. Lama Galwa Shakya Tupala Chatselo Chotu Kapso Chiwo Jingi Labtu So. Calling our Guru from afar. Lama Kyan Trinchen Sawe Lama Kyan Kyapne Kuntu Lama Kyan Trinchen Sawen Lama Kyan Kyapne Kuntu Lama Kyan Lopsa Tutan Trinle Yapel Kyan Lama Kyan Kyapne Kuntu Lama Kyan Lucho Sampo Pel Gyuta Shipa Tup Ten Petrin Leia Noda Pel Gedro Lozam Peze Pachen Pel Den La Mehesha Blaso Wade Oma Guru Vajradhara Suhumahati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavahadanye Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya Sawasidi Mama Guru Vajradhara Suhumahati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavahadanye Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya Sawasidi Mama Guru Vajradhara Suhumahati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavahadanye Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya Sawasidi Pakyo ke kuda dahagilu Pakyo ke suda dagina Pakyo ke tudan dagi Danyamachi tu jingialo Makyo ke kudan dahagilu Makyo ke suda dagina Makyo ketudan dagi Danyamachi tu jingialo Om Muni Muni Mahamuni Shakyamuni Soha Om Muni Muni Mahamuni Shakyamuni Soha Om Muni Muni Mahamuni Shakyamuni Soha Om Maitreya Maitreya Maha Maitreya Arya Maitreya Soha Om Maitreya Maitreya Maha Maitreya Arya Maitreya Soha Om Maitreya Maitreya Maha Maitreya Arya Maitreya Soha Om Ahum Karuna Karuna Maha Karuna Arya Karunaye Soha Om Ahum Karuna Karuna Maha Karuna Arya Karunaye Soha Om Ahum Karuna Karuna Maha Karuna Arya Karunaye Soha. Okay, hi everybody, good evening. So we're going to continue. We're going to finish, never finish. No, we're going to continue to talk about the hand mudras, and today we're going to start to talk about the colors of the 5 Dhyani Buddhas. Okay, very important, no? Okay, so we need to understand a little bit about. Rinpoche said we need to do breathing therapy, mudra therapy, mantra therapy, and color therapy. He says in all Rinpoche's books, no? So we're going to talk a little bit about the psychology of color. Not that I know everything, but anyway, a little bit, yeah. And then also, anyway, people's contributions are welcome, actually. Okay. So first, let's finish for now to talk about the hand mudras. So until now, what were we doing? We talked about a few of the basic, very important mudras, which Lama Caroline shared with us in the NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing practice. So we did the Anjali mudra, that we call the prayer mudra. No, we talked about that one, yeah. And touching the chakras. We talked about when we're doing shuddhi. We talked about the lotus opening, no, like the flower, opening and swirling, and then the lotus opening mudra, yeah. And then we talked about a little bit about the mandala offering mudra, yeah. And then we talked a little bit about the Abhaya mudra of Supreme Healer Amoghasiddhi, the no fear mudra. Then we talked about this mudra. Obviously, is down on the right knee. Yeah? The left hand is in the like meditation gesture, actually holding a bowl. But Rinpoche said that holding the bowl means taking care of the central channel, and the right hand is making the mudra gesture. Yeah. So then the Ratnasambhava one is the Varada mudra, the generosity mudra. And our Lama Genshin Rinpoche, he always said it was the open wallet mudra. Rinpoche, if you look on the DVD on the ngalso.org website, you can see Rinpoche doing self-healing. Yeah? Here he has a huge pocket full of money that people have given him, and always he would put his hand in and just get it out and give it away to people, like all over the world. Rich, poor, anybody who need anything, you would just put the hand in and get it out, yeah? So he said we need to open the wallet, yeah? Okay. And actually practice 4 types of generosity. Then there's the Bhumi Sparsha mudra. That means this hand is like this, but touching the ground, yeah? This hand's like this, no? And let me put a little lower down. Okay, this one's like this, and this one's touching the ground. You still can't see, but you know what it is, yeah? Okay, this is the earth-touching mudra of Akshobhya, yeah, this stable feeling. And we read from the Lalita Vistara Sutra, the passage from when Siddhartha, the man who has everything, was sitting under the Bodhi tree, yeah, and he vowed not to get up until he achieved awakening. And then he was challenged by Mara, yeah. So as you know very well, yeah. Mara sent in all his beautiful daughters to tempt Siddhartha, but it didn't work. Then he sent in his army of demons, yeah, like the delusions, yeah, and they did everything. They challenged him, but nothing. He turned all the weapons into flowers, yeah, but still nothing, yeah. So then Mara, yeah, or Papian, as he's actually called in the sutra, the Mr. Bad Guy, what he did is he said, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Siddhartha, yeah? He said, prove to me that you're good enough to get to achieve awakening. And Siddhartha said, okay, I call Earth as my witness, yeah? Mother Earth, yeah? So then he touched the earth, and then Bhumi, the earth goddess, she come out of the ground. She said, yes, it's true. And she acted as his witness, like in a court case, actually, yeah? So his witness was the earth, yeah? So that's how we come to this Bhumi, earth-touching mudra, yeah? And also it means we're in a very, very stable energy, yeah? Then we talked a little bit about the Samadhi mudra, which is this one, yeah, of Amitabha, yeah. So the two thumbs are touching like that. The two thumbs are at the level of the navel, and then the right hand is over the left. That's method. That the left one is wisdom, yeah. Two thumbs are touching together. Lama Caroline said we need to make many triangles, like with here and the legs and the head and the gaze is making 6 triangles, yeah, very important, like a yantra, yeah. When we do this, yeah, and we need to turn our gaze inwards, yeah, okay. And then we have the Dhamma Chakra Mudra of Supreme Healer Vairocana, okay. So here is the emptiness of inherent existence, a shunya, or a zero, actually, yeah, but zero in this case does not mean nothing. It means everything. The shunya means everything lacks inherent existence. The more we investigate, the less inherent existence there is, yeah. Okay, and these can be like, for example, 3 jewels and many other things, yeah, okay. So we talked a little bit about that. We got to this point, okay. And then I was saying, actually, there's other Vairocana mudras, but not in the NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing, yeah. Actually, when we do the Trulko, which is related to the self-healing, excuse my Google glasses. I sat on my glasses, yeah. I got to buy a new pair. But anyway, so Rinpoche showed like one mudra like this, and also like this, and yeah. So it showed other Vairocana mudras in the yoga exercises related to the 5 supreme healers. If you want to do the yoga exercises, you will have to join our retreat. We're doing them in the Zoom group eventually when we get around to it, not through the YouTube. Anyway, this mudra, just out of information, it's like bliss and emptiness, and these 5 fingers here are the 5 wisdoms, yeah, okay. So that's very nice, no? Okay, actually, yeah, okay. So many beautiful things, yeah. And this one, of course, this mudra, actually you can see this on, like, so that here the 2 ring, actually it's like this, no? 2 ring fingers are like this, so on Borobudur, yeah. If we look on Borobudur, on the sides of Borobudur, there's one Vairocana like this, and then the Buddhas in the hidden stupas, let's say, the lattice stupas are like this, yeah? So this is also a possible Vairocana mudra, okay? Anyway, many incredible things, yeah, okay? So just to conclude a little bit, yeah, okay, after the, when we're talking about the mudras, yeah, remember mudra means something like gesture, it means seal. Somehow it means different things, no? We can say mudra, like when we talk, for example, we talk about Mahamudra, no? So it's the seal of, actually, of emptiness, of the nature of reality. And I was giving this example before that, I don't know about nowadays, but before, when you went to the post office, there was always somebody with a timbro, like stamping your stuff, yeah? Like this, no? That means it's real, it's true, and it's also giving the permission for your letter to go. In ancient times, there were many of these seals and stamps which showed a document was authentic, it was true, giving permission, giving recognition, okay? And the emperors and the great lamas and so on, big and small, they had these seals, yeah, okay? Like, and everybody else too, to authenticate their documents, no? Like also in Europe, in the Middle Ages, they had these seals with wax, yeah? So in Buddhism, what do we mean by true? We mean things are true if how they exist and how they appear is the same. So only things that are empty of inherent existence are actually true. Yeah. So only ultimate truth is really true. Yeah? So when we talk about mudra, somehow we also mean that things are empty of inherent existence. So we need to get our timbro, our stamp, and stamp everything, yeah, empty of inherent existence, because we never think about it, and we normal people, unless we actually make an effort and think, oh, my guru said I have to meditate on the nature of the absence of inherent existence. If we just look around, it appears very much the opposite. Everything truly existent, nothing to do with us, yeah? So we need always, again and again, to remember, yeah, what appears is actually empty of inherent existence, and so on, yeah? So this actually, mudra, is a very important idea, actually, yeah, to always remember that things lack inherent existence. Another meaning of mudra actually is to give like permission, So also it's like, I think this is nice now when we do the mudras of the 5 Dhyani Buddhas, we're giving ourselves permission to manifest those energies actually. Yeah. Yes, I'm good enough to be a totally generous person. Yes, I give myself my guru gave me permission, and now I'm giving myself permission actually, yeah, to be a completely fearless person, to be a very generous person, to be a very stable person, to be a very contented person, and to be a very wise person. Yeah, okay. We're recognizing our inequality. Yeah, because of course, our outer guru. Yeah, the guru is the one who helps us recognize our inequalities. Yeah, point of our precious gurus is this. No, okay, they develop themselves the precious quality. Yeah, and because we have Buddha nature, if we apply the right method, we too can develop those things. Yeah, okay. So we talk about the outer guru helps us to recognize the inner guru, yeah, and the inner Buddha nature needs to develop, yeah, okay. So when we do the mudras, there's many like important things actually, important meanings, yeah, okay. And even if we don't want to think about it anyway, by body language, we understand many things like no problems, yeah, okay. Generous, open the wallet. Oh, I need stable, like the earth. I need to look inwards, no? The meditation mudra, not look outwards for happiness. I need to look inwards, and I need to understand the nature of reality, yeah? Okay, the empty nature of all phenomena, yeah? Okay. So very important things, yeah? And then, okay, after the practices of the 5 Supreme Healer Buddhas, yeah, then we do the Vajra Master Empowerment. We do this mudra, yeah. This is called the Vajra Humkara Mudra. Now, our Lama Genshin Rinpoche, he always called it like the hugging mudra. He said, hugging mudra, bringing everybody to our heart, no more enemies, which is so beautiful, actually, because it's quite opposite from how people actually are, yeah, but this is how we should be, from people always say, oh, I like new bliss and emptiness, I like this and that, I like clear light, illusory body and union, but sincerely speaking, none of us have got any chance unless we develop bodhicitta, yeah? So the basis of bodhicitta is love, compassion, empathy, yeah? So we need to do as Rinpoche said, of course, open our hearts, change our small selfish heart into the big open heart of compassion, yeah? And we need to bring everybody close to our heart, because if we have this feeling, that one I don't like, I want that one distant, this one, oh, I'm so attached, then there's no basis for bodhicitta, So we should have like a warm human feeling towards, okay, of course, somehow we have different karmic relationships with people, no? Some people are friends, our family, we're more close, no? We're like, for example, many people, we don't even know their names, but it doesn't mean that we shouldn't have a warm human feeling towards everybody we meet, no? Because we're all the same, no? We're all part of a human family. So, hugging mudra, keeping everybody close to the heart. So beautiful, yeah? Okay. If we want to know more technical details about the Vajra Humkara mudra, then, okay, right hand is tab, is method, is skillful means. Left hand is sherab, no, is exalted wisdom, yeah? So, right over left, yeah? Method and wisdom, of course, yeah? Always when we have these two energies, no? And actually, when we do like this, remember, actually, what we're supposed to be doing is holding a Vajra and a bell, yeah? Actually, yeah? Okay. So why our fingers are like this? Because actually, in reality, we're holding a Vajra and bell, yeah? Okay. So actually, if you're doing self-healing at home and you have a Vajra and bell, which actually you should have if you've taken refuge, bodhisattva, and tantric vows, yeah, okay. If you've actually taken a tantric empowerment, then one of the commitments is to have a Vajra and bell and hold it and use it. Okay, so then you can actually hold your Vajra and bell if you want when you're doing self-healing, like Rinpoche is doing in the DVD, no? Okay. Then of course it's new bliss and emptiness. Okay. Yeah, the conjoined union of the two, which is a very profound, incredible thing, which one day we will experience when we are able to gather our winds into our central channel, and our subtle and then very subtle mind will wake up. And then, because we were all very good and we spent a lot of time thinking about emptiness, then we will use that subtle, blissful mind to meditate on emptiness. And then, wow, poof, we'll get out of samsara. We will be liberated, yeah? And then what will we do? Save everybody else, yeah? So that will be great, yeah? So that's why we do that, Vajrahumkara Mudra, okay? There's actually one famous Tibetan Mahasiddha called Vajrahumkara, yeah? Okay, yeah? There's also, I think there's a Guru Buddha called Vajrahumkara as well. Actually, I think in the Vajra Valley, and our tradition is so vast and encyclopedic. It's incredible, yeah. Anyway, so that's the hugging mudra, Vajrahumkara mudra. If you want to know its Sanskrit name, okay. Then after this we have, which we'll talk about later on, Mani Padme Hum, yeah, and all these exciting things, yeah, together with the bodhicittas going up and down, and then touching the hand to the heart, yeah, no more enemies, yeah, okay, and world peace, yeah. Actually, now in the pandemic, yeah, maybe we can adopt, like, actually, Muslim people, they already do this, no, when they say hello, they touch the heart like this, yeah. But why not? It's so beautiful, no? Also, none of us now are allowed to sort of shake hands, really, are we? So it's very nice, no? Like, touch the heart, yeah. So Rinpoche said, when we touch the heart, right hand touches the left, the physical heart, yeah. And this hand is in the Vajra fist, that means there, like that, on the left hip, actually, yeah. So we could adopt this one, yeah, okay. That when we see people, like on Zoom, no, we're always on the streaming platforms, like social media these days, yeah. Or if we do see our friends, like at a distance, anyway, you can touch the heart like this, yeah. Love you, on Bishwa Shanti Home, yeah, inner and world peace, yeah. So anyway, so that's very nice at the end, yeah, okay. So anyway, so there's many, many beautiful and powerful mudras in NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing. The mudras inside there, like the Abhaya mudra, the Varada mudra, the Bhumispasha mudra, the Samadhi mudra, the Dhamma Chakra mudra, yeah, okay, are actually the great mudras of Vajrayana Buddhism, okay. These, okay, we might say there's hundreds of mudras, but these are the main ones, yeah. Why? Because the main thing is the 5 Supreme Healer Buddhas, yeah. So Rinpoche showed us the real, exactly, let's say not exactly behind the scenes, but these days looks a little bit, because we have so many hundreds and hundreds of different meditation systems in Vajrayana Buddhism. No? But what we really need to know, first we need to know about, this is what Rinpoche said, not me. First, we need to know all about Shakyamuni Buddha, the main man, yeah, the main energy. Second, we need to know about the 5 Supreme Healer Buddhas, okay? Yeah. Then if we like the 5 Great Element Mothers, and if we like that's completely enough to achieve awakening, yeah, okay? So then if we like on top to do, I don't know what, it's up to us, yeah, but the main point is these ones, yeah? And Rinpoche showed this extremely clearly and dedicate years and years of his teaching life to explaining these things all over the world, yeah? So now we, his followers, will try and integrate a little bit of his knowledge and understand it ourselves, okay? A little bit, we try, yeah, okay? Well, more than we do now, anyway, yeah? Okay, so any questions? If not, we shall go on to the colors, yeah, okay? Yeah? Okay, so what I'll just do actually is I will, because Rinpoche said we should always combine this together with meditation, so I will read the NgalSo Self-Healing, the 5-minute one, up to where we got to in the text, yeah? Okay, let me find my book. 1 second. Here we are. Okay. This book is, if you're a NgalSo practitioner, this is a great book, because basically all our key practices are inside here. Yeah. If you don't have one, you can go on the ngalso.org website, and there's a shop section, and you can get one from there. Yeah. Okay. I don't get commission. I just like these things. Yeah? Okay. Okay. So in this book, where should we start? Okay. So beautiful, this book, yeah? This was the last book that Rinpoche corrected himself, yeah? Okay. Okay, page 45, Anuttara Yoga Tantra Practices. Okay. Okay. Luchazampo pelgyuta shipa tu chetem pehetrin leyanoda pegyedro lozam peze pachen palen la meheshabla sowade. Oma Guru Vajradhara Suhumahati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavadanye Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya Sawasidi Hum Oma Guru Buddha Siddhi Hum Om Guru Buddha Siddhi Hum. 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 5-element purification. Eyam Ram Lamba Shuddhi Shuddhi Soha. Okay, opening the 5 lotuses. Pam lepe majanku, pam lepe masepo, pam lepe manompo, pam lepe mamapo, pam lepe makampo. The 5 bijas, the 5 seed letters. Om ahum tram hri. From the bija seed syllables arise the 5 symbols of the 5 supreme healer Buddhas. Hri le natso doje janku hri, tram le no bo sepo tram, hum le doje no po hum, aha le pe ma po a. Om le kolo kapo om. Now from the 5 symbols arise the 5 supreme healer Buddhas, the 5 Dhyani Buddhas, Virachana, Amitabha, Akshobhya, Ratnasambhava, and Amoghasiddhi. Om kolo nanse doje, aha pehema che doje, u doje mi kyo doje, traham no burin chan doje, rina so doje, tayan doje. Okay, this is where we got to so far, yeah, okay? So the 5 supreme healer Buddhas have arisen in our 5 chakras. We're in the form of Vajrasattva. Okay, so here are the 5 supreme healer Buddhas. This is an external mandala, actually a printed mandala, yeah, of the 5 supreme healers. Actually, this is the inside lid. Actually, the outside is also very beautiful. One time, Rinpoche, we made these boxes, yeah, okay. It was a kit, yeah, of NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing, and it had the DVD and the book. I think some prayer flags or something inside, one little kit, yeah. Anyway, this is one of the lids of one of the boxes. I thought, oh, so beautiful. I need it. Now everything actually is now so useful, yeah. So this is taken from the Tanka of self-healing that Lama Caroline, together with Duccio, that they made. Yeah, beautiful tanka. The original is in Albaniano Healing Meditation Center in North Italy. Beautiful, yeah. And so here we can see the 5 supreme healer Buddhas in what's called the Yoga Tantra form, yeah. So this is very much similar to how they appear on Borobudur, which is the biggest Buddhist mandala in the world, which is in Central Java in Indonesia, okay. So this is an external mandala, or 2D mandala. And okay, so okay, here, well, these pictures in Buddhism, it's not like a Western picture. In the Western picture, yeah, north and south is here, no? In a Buddhist picture, east, this is east and west, this axis. So it's east, south, west, north, okay? Buddhist pictures are always aligned like that. So the downside is the east, and this is the front, yeah? So it would be a bit something like that. So if you imagine they all stood up like this, yeah? Yeah? So, but it's like meeting the Buddhas in front of you. So something a bit like that, if you imagine they're all standing up, yeah, okay, is how we should imagine these mandalas. Not actually like this, yeah, actually like kind of like this, but with Buddha standing, like an actual mandala, no, okay. Of course, these days, for those of you who have the fortune to be able to visit any of our NgalSo temples in the world, like for example in Almeria in Spain, or in Campos in Brazil, or in Albaniano, we have incredible like walking mandala, yeah, and all this is there. You can see painted on the roof, painted everywhere, so it's easy to imagine what a mandala looks like, yeah, okay. Anyway, so these are external mandalas, like the palace of the Buddhas, and we go in and we meet the Buddha. So these days, no, I mean, the next few weeks or a couple of months, we're going to hopefully go in and meet the Buddhas in person, yeah, and understand much more who is Amoghasiddhi, who is Ratnasambhava, and so on, yeah, okay. But today, what we're going to start to talk about is the colors, yeah, okay. because what we're trying to do is go through the practice in detail as Rinpoche asked us. Yeah. So, for example, we talked about the mantras or the bija in detail, didn't we? Oma Hum Tram Hri, something we said, no? Then we talked about the symbols, no, like the double Vajra and the jewel and the Vajra and the lotus and the wheel. We talked about that, yeah. Okay, so now we've talked about the mudras. So you can see here the mudras, yeah. So now hopefully you know a little bit what these are. Like, for example, we get a pointer, okay. This is the Abhaya Mudra of Supreme Healer Amoghasiddhi, the No Fear Mudra. Then why we're jumping is because in our self-healing we followed the body mandala here rather than the external mandala here. This is the Varada, the Generosity Mudra of Supreme Healer Ratnasambhava. Here is the Bhumi Sparsha, the earth-touching mudra of Supreme Healer Akshobhya. Here is the Samadhi mudra of Supreme Healer Amitabha. And here is the Dhamma Chakra mudra of Supreme Healer Vairocana. So these last couple of times we were talking about the mudras, the powerful hand gestures, yeah, and their meanings, okay? So what we're going to start to talk about now is the colors, okay? So as we can see, one thing that's immediately noticeable here, and actually if you walk into any, well, for example, I don't know all Tibetan Buddhist centers, but for example, if one walks into our Buddhist center and many others that I've seen in the world, around the world, many other Tibetan Buddhist gompas and so on, one thing that's apart from the fact there's lots of Buddhas, the second thing that one notices is very colorful. It's like bright red, bright yellow, bright green. It's like very colorful, yeah, okay. So why are our gompas extremely colorful, yeah? Well, as Rinpoche said, we need color therapy, yeah, okay. It's one healing method to heal our emotions, yeah. And anyway, so where shall we? So okay, look, I'm not in our sangha. There's many artists. Actually, some great artists actually in Brazil and Spain and Italy and all over the world. Yeah. So I'm sure all of you know much better than me about colors. Okay. Yeah. But anyway, I will say something, and then please, actually, you're welcome to send me a message. Yeah. So if you'd like to add anything, you're welcome. Yeah. Okay. Because, like I said, really, we have some very great artists in our sangha who are friends and disciples of Rinpoche. So please, you know, I'll tell you something, and then please welcome to add. Yeah, okay. So Rinpoche, Lama Ganchen. Actually, Rinpoche, no, Lama Ganchen. It was one thing that he always encouraged was for people to produce art, yes, but he liked people to do spiritual art rather than any art. You know, he liked art with a positive. Spiritual means something with a positive meaning. Yeah. Like inner peace, world peace, take care of the environment, create a positive harmony in society, and so on. Yeah. So
like Duccio used to do with Jackson Pollock.
Eleanor's here. She says, for example, our friend Duccio, no, who was one of Rinpoche's he was Rinpoche's painter. No, he made so many beautiful tankas for Rinpoche, which we want to make a book of. Yeah. Like Duccio, as you can see, no, we recorded an interview with him that's on our YouTube channel. And Duccio said that when he first met Rinpoche, he was kind of doing stuff like Jackson Pollock, which is like this, yeah. And he was very much into that kind of style. And then Rinpoche was like, yes, okay. But then Rinpoche skillfully like put Duccio in the direction of painting like Buddhas and things. And then after he made so many beautiful things, of which we were all very grateful, actually. Thank you, Duccio. Yeah. Yeah. So Rinpoche really liked art, yeah, okay, positive art, and he encouraged many of his friends and disciples to paint, to sculpt, to sing, to dance, to do theatre, all kinds of arts, yeah, okay. So this side of our NgalSo tradition, we need to, you know, continue actually peace arts, yeah, okay, peace painting, peace sculpture, peace film, peace, all the different arts, peace, you know, music and everything, yeah. So if you have the capacity, please do. We'd all be delighted, you know, just to see your continued beautiful works. Yeah, okay. Okay, 1 second. Let me just get my notes out. Yeah, okay. 1 second. Yeah. So, colors. Yeah. Okay. So, as you can see in our self-healing practice, we have 5 main colors like white, blue, yellow, red, and green, which are the colors of the 5 supreme healers. Yeah. So, what do these colors do for us psychologically? Okay, so of course there's lots and lots of different ideas about this, and also from many different cultures, but I will refer a little bit to what I know from the Indian culture, and obviously Buddhist culture, Tibetan Buddhist, and also a little bit from the Chinese culture, yeah, okay? Because the world is so vast, yeah, not possible. Also, I don't know anything about anything else, yeah? So 1 second, let me open my notes, yeah, okay? Let's have a look, yeah? Okay, here we are. Okay, the 5 colors, yeah? 1 second, yeah? Okay, so let's start with, where should we start? Let's start, actually, because we're doing in our retreat, we're going from Amoghasiddhi upward. Let's start with green. I mean, actually, we could start with any different direct. Actually, if you look on the picture of Rinpoche, no? When he's doing self-healing on our DVD, which is now on the YouTube channel and NgalSo.org website, yeah? Which is in many, many different languages. Rinpoche is sat on the Yamantaka mandala now. He's actually facing the north side, the green side, yeah? So let's start from the green, yeah? Rinpoche was showing like that, saying, look at the green first. Okay, so we'll follow Rinpoche's ideas, yeah? Okay, so like I say, this is just some ideas, yeah? Okay. And how to say, like, other ideas are extremely welcome. So obviously each different color has a psychological effect, and it's like, it seems that people all over the world, they have similar color associations, as far as I can see, no? As far as I heard, yeah? Like recently we were talking about jealousy, you know, and if really jealousy is associated with the green color, and we were asking Asian friends and European friends and so on, yeah? And like many of these color associations do seem to be like archetypal or universal. They're not dependent on one culture, actually, apart from a few exceptions. Like, for example, in Asia, the color of mourning is white, actually, whereas in the West it's black. Yeah, so that's one difference. But generally, the psychological associations of blue, yellow, red, and green appear to be fairly universal, actually. Yeah, okay. Okay. I just need to find the right page. 1 second. Okay, while I'm looking, let me tell you one interesting fact. Did you know that the historical Buddha, Siddhartha, Shakyamuni Buddha, yeah, he had something called synthesia, which means that everything, he could perceive different colors through all his senses. Like, so this is actually something that some people have, yeah. It's not just Buddha Shakyamuni, yeah. And it's like, for example, some people, they hear a word and it has a color, yeah. I don't know if you say, like, I don't know, house or tree or something, yeah. Then each word, for that person, they perceive it in color, yeah. So sounds have color to these people. So it's not just visual colors, but sounds have color. Touch has color, so everything has color. So I was actually thinking today, I wonder what this is, why Buddhism is so colorful, yeah? Because Lord Buddha himself, he had this synthesia. So everything around it, in his experience, everything was super colored, yeah? So it could be, no? Why everything in our Buddhist world is like mega rainbow colored, yeah? Okay. And this is actually one of we talk about the 32 major and 18 minor signs of a Buddha, and this is one of Buddha's like signs, yeah? If you know if you're a Buddha or not, you have this, awakened people have this synthesia that they can perceive colors with different senses, yeah? Okay. So another sign to know if we're enlightened or not, yeah? Okay, 1 second. Still looking for green, 1 second. Actually, hang on, where is it? Hang on. Okay, here we are, green. Okay. Okay, so green. So what does green psychologically represent? Yeah, so of course, they're basically what green represents for everybody is nature, yeah, plants and trees and so on, yeah. Okay, so together with that comes the psychological impression of health and freshness and vitality, yeah, because, you know, obviously our health and well-being depends on the natural world, yeah. Okay, so also another thing that the green color represents is interconnectedness, yeah? Interdependence, yeah, which is very much like this thing we have now with ecology, like being, because we're totally like totally unaware of our relationship with the natural world, which is why we give ourselves permission to behave badly and not take care of nature, no? But if once we start to become aware of like the interconnectedness of all forms of life, then it becomes very much more difficult, yeah, to harm the environment and the planet, yeah. And this is, I think, one reason why Rinpoche used to take us on many trips to, for example, we went to many times with Rinpoche in the Amazon forest, in the Himalayas. Rinpoche went in the Andes. He went to all kinds of incredible natural places around the world. Yeah, why? Because we need to recover the feeling of nature and the fact that we are part of nature, that everything's interconnected. Yeah, okay. So what else does green represent? Yeah, okay. So actually, because green is the color of nature, the natural world, that means it's also the color of what we call spirituality, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Because many Rinpoche always said, like many people, they like to go on holiday, yeah. But what we really need is a holy day, yeah. What he meant by that is of course, it's important to go in nature, and also one thing that Rinpoche said about Albaniano and the other places where he put his, like for example in Campos in Brazil, no. He said why he chose these places to put his main centers, yeah, is because we need the pure elements in order to meditate, yeah, okay? Without the support of the pure elements, enlightenment, awakening is not possible, yeah, okay? But all of us, yeah, when we say, I want to go on holiday, most people, they like to, let's say, of course, you can go on city break and go to a museum or something, but most people, they like to go to a holiday in like a natural place, I don't know, to the mountain, the beach, somewhere with some nature, yeah, something natural, yeah? So, okay, some of us were like interested in trees and plants and things like that, but really what we want when we go on holiday to a mountain or to a beach or something is to find like some kind of relief or relaxation from our normal life, isn't it? Yeah. And what we're trying to do is connect with a space inside of ourselves that's not completely full of like of the casino, of the busyness of normal life. Yeah. Okay. So the green color, yeah, like the forest, the plain, like in Mongolia, so beautiful. Yeah, we went there with Rinpoche several times. One of the most beautiful green areas actually in the world, apart from, let's say, the rainforest of the Amazon. Another incredible, beautiful green area of the world is the steppes of Mongolia, like endless green meadows, incredible, yeah? So the green color takes us back to what we're wish deeply within our own mind, when there we can again reconnect with the pure elements and find inner peace, yeah, okay? So green promotes balance and security, which is why it's linked to emotional security, which is why it's linked with Supreme Healer Amoga Siddhi, no? Amoga Siddhi's mudra is abhaya, no fear. So if we don't have fear, what do we have? We have security, don't we? Yeah. And how do we get security? By taking care of the natural world, actually, isn't it? Yeah. And so these days, this modern times, we have a very deep existential insecurity, because there's too many of us and we have overexploited the natural resources, and there are things to worry about, So we do have some actually quite valid fears, and we need to change the way that we live and act in a more collective way, And anyway, we need to do many things to change our relationship with the planet, yeah, in order to recreate harmony and balance and find security, yeah, okay. So anyway, so green is related to emotional security, yeah, and also environmental security, actually, yeah, okay. Okay, so actually, this is color psychology, yeah. So I have noticed, for example, in Italy, yeah, and in Spain, yeah, hospitals are painted green, yeah, okay. At least the ones I've seen, anyway. Yeah, they're all painted a kind of greenish color, and also many kind of public offices, yeah. So presumably they did that for a reason, to make people feel more calm, more secure, yeah, because it's very threatening, when we're feeling ill, yeah. And also to create this kind of calm, serene peacefulness, yeah. Yeah, so it's one of the one. So green is a very important healing color. Yeah, actually, that just reminds me. Did you know that Lama Ganchen Rinpoche's favorite color was green? Yeah, he always said, "I love green." Yeah, and I used to ask him sometimes, "What's your favorite color?" I asked him about 10 times over the years. He always said green straight away. Yeah, I love green. Yeah. So anyway, so maybe that's also because Rinpoche had this super Amoga City quality, no, like multitasking. You could do like 1,000 things at the same time, no. And we were all running around after him. In fact, even though now Rinpoche is in the other world, no, and the rainbow body, and please come back soon, Rinpoche. But anyway, we're still running around after Rinpoche. Rinpoche left so many incredible projects for us to do. There's, in fact, most people are saying in our Sangha even now have even more to do than before, yeah? This is why? Because our guru had this Amoga City quality, yeah? So he said, I'm leaving all my merits to you. So we also got the merits to have to run around more in a positive cause, of course, yeah? So anyway, so Rinpoche, he always said, I love green, yeah? Okay, yeah. So actually, of course, green. No, of course we have many famous green Buddhas, like for example, Amoga Siddhi and Tara. No, Tara is the the female counterpart of Amoga Siddhi, the lady of the Karma Buddha family. Yeah. Now, actually, in our text, yeah, Tara is actually described as being emerald green. Yeah. Okay, it says very clearly she's green like an emerald. Okay. Of course, in our sadhanas, our pujas, we have many shades of color. Okay. Yeah. There's a message from Carolina in Chile. And what did she say? Speaking about green, she says, she says also surgeons dress in green. Okay, fortunately, I haven't had the pleasure, but yeah. Also, so yes, there is a strong association of green and healing. Okay. Actually, that just reminds me, Rinpoche, no? In his book, this one, yeah. This one, yeah, the Guide to the Good Thought Supermarket, yeah. He kept on saying we need a Vajra green cross, yeah. Okay, he kept on saying we need to new wisdom vehicle, yeah. We need to develop this union, like kind of like dialogue, let's say, between modern science and spirituality, which is not just Buddhism, yeah. But anyway, he said they need more discussion, yeah, because many important values in modern society have been lost, and then we need to bring these back. However, of course, many things in modern society are good, so we need like a kind of like integrative system. So he said we need a new wisdom vehicle, and he used to call it the Vajra Green Cross. Yeah, okay. And he made us like paint all these like green Vajras everywhere. Yeah, okay. Vajra Green Cross. We're gonna, help people with a new vision of society. Yeah, this Shambhala vision. Yeah, okay. So if you need a Shambhala flag, according to Lama Ganchen Rinpoche, at least it would be a Vajra green cross, the symbol of Amoga Siddhi. Yeah? Okay. So Tara is emerald green. Okay. Also, they say that actually here, this part of Tara is blue green. That means turquoise color. Yeah, like yeah. So there's many hues of green. Of course, each one has a different kind of. Actually, Panashauri, of course, nowadays Panashauri, we're very popular now with the pandemic, yeah. Panashauri is one of the 21 Taras, yeah. And she's gold, yeah, but sometimes she's also like greenish yellow. It's possible, yeah. Okay, there's many different hues of green that we meditate on, yeah. If more examples come to my mind, I'll let you know. Yeah? But anyway, Tara is emerald green, okay? And speaking of emerald green, in the ancient times, in ancient India, it's true, because Buddhism was, Siddhartha was a prince, yeah, okay? And okay, yes, he was totally democratic. He gave up the caste system, but anyway, he stayed with the poor, he stayed with the rich, he stayed with everybody. But he did happen to know a lot of kings, yeah, because he was a prince, yeah, okay? Even though he'd renounced his kingdom, yeah? But still he knew loads of kings and loads of princes. So one thing that in ancient India they used to do is they used to use real jewels to make them, like this is a painted mandala. You must have seen, like at least on YouTube, we have this thing called Sam Mandala, where the monks usually, they have like these metal pipes and they draw the mandala with coloured sand, yeah? So in ancient times it was drawn with coloured jewels actually, yeah, okay? Like jewels that are ground up, yeah? And then after the ceremony, after the initiation, then all the jewels would be gathered up and then they would be put back into the nature, yeah? Which is another thing that Rinpoche showed us, you know. Like, for example, in how to say, Rinpoche always said we should not just take from the earth, we should give back, you know. So in the Vajrayana Buddhism, we have also this idea of like putting things back in the earth. Definitely not just taking is not the idea, you know. This is why we have a lot of idea of making offerings to the planet, to the nature, to the elements, and so on, because we need to respect, take care, and give something back, not just take, yeah. So anyway, what I wanted to say about the jewels is that in ancient times they really did use jewels to in the mandala they would use like what would they use? They'd use, like, for example, red would be coral and green would be jade and yellow would be, I'm not sure what yellow would be, anyway, something expensive. What's it called? Amber or something, anyway, something expensive. Blue, lapis lazuli, white would be pearl, okay? And so actually one incredible thing that Rinpoche organized was in our temples around the world, for example, in Albaniano, in Spain, in Brazil, and so on, yeah? We have these beautiful, I mean, our temple, so Rinpoche really was somebody with incredible, like, say, a connoisseur of art, really. That's one of his things, yeah? So he made these incredible temples. At first, it's like, oh, everywhere you look, there's some holy symbol somewhere. But out inside there, in the Buddha statues, which were brought from Indonesia, Rinpoche had them painted with actual, like, jewel paints, yeah, as was the tradition, not only in Tibet, but also in the Middle Ages in Europe, for example, in the Catholic tradition, yeah? And Rinpoche always said that we need to recover the feeling and many ancient traditions, yeah? That's another beautiful thing that Rinpoche did, no? Why? As you might think, why should I paint a Buddha with coral or, I don't know, pearl or jade or something, jade paints, yeah? Which were from Germany, by the way, which was from Cozy, Rinpoche's secretary. One of her uncles has a company that makes antique paints, yeah? So fortunately, because of that positive interdependence, they were able to bring many of these paints. Also, Cozy's family offered many of these paints, and so able to use like this ancient style of paint in our temple, yeah? And it's true, actually, the vibration is much better. It's very, and also it's the feeling, no? What, like when we do the mandala offering, no? Okay? We're saying, I offer the world to the Buddha. Why? Because the idea is the Dharma, spiritual evolution, the good of all is more important than my own little world. My house, my money, my, I don't know what, my Netflix is very little. The most important is spiritual evolution and the benefit of all. This is why I'm offering the world, yeah? Okay? Like nothing is more important in the world than the Dharma and the good of all, yeah? Okay? And may everybody achieve a pure land, yeah? So why in our tradition we offer jewel paints is because same, no? Spiritual evolution and the good of all is the most important thing, yeah? Because, for example, many people, I don't know, you see, it's true, no? You see people with gold-plated Ferrari, you see all kinds of incredible things that people, it's true, some people have a gold-plated Ferrari, yeah? Okay, we prefer to paint the gold on the Buddha's face, yeah? I mean, that's just how we feel, but that's more important, okay? That's how our gurus showed us, no? Okay, like Rinpoche and the lineage gurus, yeah? Okay. Anyway, so green, okay, basically, as far as I can understand, there's these associations. But like I say, I don't know everything about this. I'm just saying some things that come to my mind, okay? So please, on Thursday, no, we'll continue with the colour therapy. So please, oh, friends who are artists, of which we have very many in our Sangha, yeah? Please, if you like to correct me or add something, I'll be extremely grateful, yeah, because I really don't know everything about colours, yeah, okay? As you can see, okay, you can see here a little bit. Actually, I quite like colours myself, actually. I always have done, yeah. Oh, actually, it's behind me. Can you see this is green, no? Okay. So in our NgalSo tradition, Rinpoche, he was very interested that we bring all Buddha's wisdom into the modern society, no? So we have many different applications. Of course, we have Buddhist philosophy, we have Tantra, we have medicine, we have astrology, we have geomancy, we have all kinds of things, okay? Yoga, all sorts of things, yeah? One thing we have, for example, here, this is Genshin Janchu Bling, okay, yeah, okay. But this is, okay, let's say, on the conventional point of view, this is a living room. Okay, yeah, okay. So we have also, like, we call this color therapy for rooms in houses and temples. Okay, so for example, green, yeah, is very good for a living room, yeah, because it's bringing this feeling, this kind of feel. Actually, let me just get out my notes on Vastu Shastra. Yeah, it's very, very. Actually, I mean, okay, of course, everybody's complete free. Nobody has to decorate their place like me. It's complete free, no. But yeah, in our tradition, there's some reason why we have this like color explosion, because it's affecting our emotions. Yeah, okay. So green, for example, is very good for like a living room where you get together with people. It's creating this like harmonious communication. Yeah, also like cool, peaceful feeling. Yeah. So there's some reason in this color explosion that we have in our Buddhist world. Yeah, okay. Well, when I was young, no, when I first started going to visit different Buddhist centers, I went to visit many. Yeah, of course, afterwards I never to visit many, many more with Rinpoche. But the first few I visited, okay, of different Buddhist traditions, like some were like, Zen and Mahayana and Theravada and different Tibetan ones, all kinds of Buddhist centers, yeah. Now, some of them were like, oh yeah, it's nice, but I always felt they were all very like pastel, like cream, and I was like, oh, wood or something. Something's missing here. I don't know what it is, yeah. And one day when I opened the door into a Tibetan Buddhist center, I said, oh, this is it, yeah. I want that, yeah. Those colors, yeah. All those tankas and all those Buddhas. I just had, anyway, for me personally, yeah, this colourful world of Vajrayana Buddhism is fitting much better with my personal psychology. Okay, but of course don't worry, you can still have a completely pastel house and you can visualize it all. We're all completely free how we wish to do, no. And of course, in Buddhism, there's many, many different traditions, yeah. So, for example, as you know, there's like Zen Buddhism in Japan, yeah, and they have like completely simple, beautiful like altar with one bowl, one Buddha, one flower, beautiful table, completely different from us. Like, yeah, Rinpoche, Lama Genshin. It's like if there was one in our Gompa, no, if there was 1 centimeter, some kind of space, let's say, yeah, you need to put one Buddha there, and then need to put another offering, and so on. Because he was like, more is more when it comes to Buddhas, when it comes to offerings, yeah. I think in our Temple of Heaven and Earth in Albania, I think if I counted rightly, there was like over 1,500 Buddhas in the big mandala hall. That's not the roof, yeah. Of course, there's more Buddhas on the roof, yeah. But on the walls of our mandala hall, there's 1,500 Buddhas, yeah. So everywhere you look, even if you're not paying attention, there is one Buddha, yeah. Anyway, so okay, green, yeah, okay. So next, let's go on to yellow. Okay, we're going to go up through the chakras like we're doing with the like with our retreat, no? Okay. Okay. So next, yellow. Okay. So yellow, of course, what does yellow represent? First, it represents the sun, isn't it? Yeah. And the most brilliant yellow thing in our lives is the sun. Yeah. Also, the ripening of the harvest. Yeah. And many, many like plants actually are yellow. Yeah. So for us, yellow, I think throughout the world, yellow is how to say, yeah, giving us some kind of like emotional brightness. Yeah. Okay. I mean, nowadays, like now they can study the effects of colors on people. They have all those kind of like neural network things, and how they do, I have no idea. But anyway, yellow. Okay. In these kind of studies, yeah, it enhances mental activity. Yeah. Okay. And what it does apparently, because they have these like brain scanners, yeah, is it activates the left side of the brain, which is the part of the brain which is responsible for like analytical or logical thinking or a spatial awareness. Yeah, okay. So I was thinking, okay, our tradition, Gelugpa, okay, actually Gelugpa, yeah, means the virtuous ones, or as Lama Michelle was sharing with us, it used to be called the Galugpas, the very happy ones, the joyful ones, yeah, okay. But one name that somehow we have is the yellow hat order, even though I haven't personally got a yellow hat. But anyway, our monks, our lamas, they wear these yellow hats, yeah, like this, no, okay. And also, as we know, no, Lama Ganesh, as you can see on the picture behind me, Lama Ganesh and Rinpoche, he always used to wear like a yellow jacket or a yellow Lama shirt, no? Okay. So I was thinking, yeah, okay. Yellow. Okay, one thing is yellow is the imperial color. This is true, no? So this true, our lamas, they also wore yellow because it was a royal color, an imperial color. So yes, that's one reason why. Second reason is I was thinking maybe it's because we're in our Galupa tradition, we emphasize a lot thinking, you know, like using analysis and logic in order to understand the nature of reality. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so in our Galupa tradition, based on the teachings of the incredible Master Lama Tsongkhapa, we use thought in a positive way to understand the nature of reality. Yeah, okay. And then, okay, afterwards we can awaken the subtle mind, and with that subtle mind, we can use what we understood with our rational mind. Yeah, we can, with these two minds, the two bodhicittas, we can free ourselves from samsara. Yeah. But this thing of analysis and understanding and positive conceptual thought in our tradition is important. Yeah? So I was thinking maybe this is why why we have a lot of yellow. Could be, I don't know. This is one idea I was thinking. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This, of course, this brings me on to the question that everybody asks: why do the monks have yellow and red robes? Okay. So I can tell you about the yellow, okay, because this I know for sure from the story of Siddhartha Buddha, yeah? The dark red, I have some speculations, but please, if by Thursday anybody would like to correct me, you're very welcome, okay? Yeah? Okay, so yellow, okay. Why do our venerable lamas, and especially the fully ordained monks, yeah, they wear like a saffron outer robe, yeah, okay, and also not only our Tibetan monks, also in the Theravada tradition, they also have like this golden coloured robe, yeah, the monks. Actually, the Theravada monks, they have like their whole dress is saffron coloured, yeah. So why is that? Actually? I'll tell you why, because here it is in the Lalita Vista. This is such a useful book, and we still have some in our online shop if anybody wants one. It's called Lalita Vistara Mahayana Sutra. Okay, of course, there's several different versions, but this is our version. Yeah, and it has beautiful pictures from Borobudur, and it also has little Tibetan captions and some other things that Rinpoche added. It's beautiful. Yeah? Okay, so why do Buddhists? I can see here, no, actually, the Buddha there's got kind of reddish yellow one, but anyway. Why do Buddhist monks have yellow robes? Okay. Okay, so page 231. Okay. Okay, so Siddhartha has decided to leave the palace life. He has escaped on his horse, yeah, Chandaka, yeah. No, sorry, his horse. Sorry, Chandaka's the charioteer. He escaped on his horse together with Chandaka, yeah, and now he's renouncing everything and going to live in the forest, and he's going to seek awakening. Yeah. So page 231, Siddhartha was still wearing his royal clothes made of expensive silk, and he thought, this is not an appropriate attire for a monk. Some saffron robes would be much better. No sooner did this thought come than the Bodhisattva's mind, than the Devas sent one of their representatives disguised as a huntsman who was wearing saffron rags. Yeah? Although the Devas had been dismissed earlier by Siddhartha, they were keeping a close eye on him and wanted to help him whenever they could. When Siddhartha saw the huntsman, he said, "Oh, huntsman, can we swap clothes?" So the huntsman said, "Oh, you mean I can swap my dirty, horrible clothes for your royal silken clothes and your golden jewelry?" And Siddhartha said, "Yes, absolutely." So the huntsman says, "Yes, absolutely. I want to swap clothes with you." Yeah. And so the huntsman was very pleased and gladly gave Siddhartha his clothes. Yeah. As he received the Bodhisattva's royal silken garments, he lightly touched his head with them. And then, because actually he was a Deva in disguise, he returned to the Deva realm to have them enshrined. Yeah? And in the God realm, there is a stupa called Kayasa Grahana, which means the taking of the princely garment stupa. Okay, so okay, that's the first thing. So first, when Siddhartha left the palace, he gave up all his like beautiful, prince clothes and jewels and everything, and swapped them with this hunter. Actually had like not actually here it says saffron, but like russet, like reddish, yellowish clothes. Yeah, okay, maybe a bit like the color of autumn. Yeah, okay, like also raggedy clothes. Yeah, okay. So that's the first thing about the Buddha's clothes. Yeah, and then on page 261 of the Lalita Vistara Sutra, it's talking about panel 82 of the Lalita Vistara Sutra on Borobudur, and it's talking about when Siddhartha has been in the forest for 6 years practicing austerities. Yeah, okay. And so he's been meditating there for 6 years, and his clothes have rotted away. So basically, I don't know what he's wearing, maybe a few leaves or something, but now he needs to get some clothes. So this is when he decides to stop practicing austerities and practice the middle way. Then he gets up and he thinks, okay, now I need to do this and that. So I need some clothes, yeah, okay. So it says here on page 261, after 6 years of strict austerities, sitting immobile in the same spot in all weathers, Siddhartha's monk's robes had completely disintegrated. Siddhartha thought it was time to find some cloth to make a new robe, yeah? Wandering, so he's wandering around with, I don't know, maybe like a fig leaf or something, like Adam in the Bible, he's walking around like that with some leaves, maybe a palm leaf or something, yeah? Or a banana tree leaf or something. Wandering in search of some clothes, he reached the cemetery where a corpse of a girl called Radha lay. Yeah? When Radha was alive, she had been the attendant of Sujata, the girl who had made offering to the 800 Brahmins. Radha was wrapped in a dusty hemp cloth. Siddhartha thought this was ideal to make new monk's robes, and bending down, he gently removed it from her corpse. The devas of the earth could not believe what they were witnessing and called out to the sky devas, "Can you believe a prince who's given up the chance of being a Chakravartin king would be so humble as to pick up the clothes, the shroud off a corpse?" Yeah. The sky devas told the 4 guardians of the world. The news quickly reached the Tushita heaven and the 33 devas and the devas of the Brahma realm. After picking up the cloth, Siddhartha thought, now I have to find some water to wash it in. Picking up the shroud, yeah? Okay. At that instant, the devas hit the ground with their hands, yeah? And so the devas struck the ground like this, yeah? And a cool, clear pond appeared, yeah? So it's like, oh, fantastic, there's a pond, yeah? So now I've got some water to wash this shroud in, yeah? And he thought, because they didn't have washing machines in those days, he thought, now I need a rock to wash this cloth on, yeah? So Sakra, who's the lord of the devas, himself manifested as a smooth, flat rock. Then he appeared himself to Siddhartha and he said, please let me wash the shroud for you, yeah? But Siddhartha said, no, thank you, yeah? He humbly declined and continued to clean the garment himself. Why? Because Siddhartha says, in the Lalita Vistara Sutra, I want to do something everybody can do. So all the time he has like all these devas saying, oh, you can have whatever you want. We can feed you with divine food. We'll give you golden clothes. We'll take care of you. And Siddhartha's like, no, thank you. I want to show a path that what an ordinary man and an ordinary woman can do. Yeah. Yeah. This is the whole point of me doing this, of this Leela, of this divine play, is to show what every man and every woman can do to achieve awakening. Yeah. So he says, no, thank you. I will wash the shroud myself. Yeah. Okay. Then the demon, Papian, Mr. Badman, Mara, yeah, who was jealous of, remember, this Siddhartha hasn't achieved enlightenment yet. Yes, before enlightenment. Yeah. The demon, Papian, jealous of the Bodhisattva, raised the banks of the pond using magic as Siddhartha tried to climb out. On the shore, so it basically makes it like difficult. She's trying to drown Siddhartha. He's very Mr. Badman, yeah. Okay. On the shore of the pond stood a kakuba tree, and without any sense of distress, Siddhartha called out to the Devi, the goddess of the tree, and said, "Please, Devi, help me." Yeah. So then the Devi lowered the branch of the tree into the pond, yeah, and said, "Please hold on to this." And then the tree went like this and pulled Siddhartha out of the water, yeah, because the banks were now, I don't know, about 5 meters high or something, and he couldn't get out, yeah. Siddhartha sat under the kakuba tree and sewed his cloth into a monk's robe. This place is called Pam Sukha Lasivana, the sewing of the dust-colored cloth place. Okay, so this is the history, let's say, of how Buddha came to be dressed in these actually saffron-colored rags, yeah, which were sewn together and became the first. I don't know if you can see here this picture, this brocade picture, which I got in Tibet, yeah. So can you see the Buddha's got a robe with many pieces? Okay, it wasn't actually like that, made of silk brocade. It was made from a shroud, yeah. Okay, and then this was the ancient Vedic tradition, yeah. The shramanas, the spiritual wanderers, what they would do is they would go to rubbish heap or go to cemetery. Now, cemetery is not like European cemetery with little houses and things, no. In an ancient Indian cemetery, there's corpses which are being cremated, yeah. Okay, and it's lying there, yeah. So, and there's also many people, many sadhus and things. So there was this tradition of the sadhus, the renunciates. They would take the shroud, the cloth in which the corpses were washed, yeah. And then they would, what they would do is they would then dye it in different plants, like, for example, here it says saffron. Now, that means that's because the devas are dyeing it in saffron, yeah. Okay, usually it's saffron colored, yeah, because actually to dye a piece of cloth that big in saffron would cost about $10,000, yeah, because saffron's incredibly expensive, yeah. Okay, when Lama Caroline Rinpoche, when he used to go to Spain, we went very often, no, we have many disciples there. So when he used to go to Spain, his Rinpoche friend and disciples, they would give offering to him. So Rinpoche, thank you very much. Then what he used to do with all their offerings, I know because I used to travel with Rinpoche, we would then go to the airport shop and he would buy all the saffron in the airport shop, yeah, the whole lot, yeah. So then he would come back from Spain very happy, no money, but loads of saffron, yeah, okay? Because in Spain they have like really, really good saffron, yeah. And then what he would do is he would get back to Albagnano, and then he would give it away to many lamas and monasteries and so on. So he'd give it away to the monasteries in India, Nepal, Tibet, also in Albagnano, yeah. And we would use the saffron in offerings, yeah, and offering water to the Buddhas, yeah, and also in the vase substances, yeah. So anyway, so so here it says, it was saffron. That means the gods had dyed his clothes, yeah. Normal mendicants, yeah. Okay, the color was saffron, yeah. The color saffron's always been yellowy orange is the color of renunciation, yeah. Okay, of moksha, liberation, yeah. So they would use obviously other plant substances to dye their robes, like, for example, turmeric, or they would use marigold, yeah. Okay, actually in Tibet, yeah, they had marigold. Actually, in Tibetan, it's called kelsang metog. That means like the plant of the fortunate flower, yeah. So this I need to check with some Tibetan friends, yeah. What plants did they actually use to make the colors of the Tibetan robes, yeah? But for example, maybe also juniper, yeah. Juniper is super common in the Himalayas, and it makes a kind of yellow color if you use it as a natural dye, yeah. But anyway, I shall confer with Tibetan friends, yeah, and find out, yeah. Okay. Anyway, so the tradition of the monks' robes came like this, okay? Yes, it come from, it's actually very ecological, I guess. Save the planet, yeah? Recycling, yeah? Okay. Get old clothes. Nowadays, you can go to a charity shop, no need to go to a rubbish dump, yeah? But anyway, this is what the shramanas used to do. Save the planet, use things that other people have thrown away, yeah? Okay. And yes, and so Buddha's first thing was a shroud of this girl, Radha, who was the servant of Sujata. Sujata is the one who gave the superfood of the yogurt of 10,000 cows, to Siddhartha when he broke his fast. He'd been fasting for 6 years, only eating 6 juniper seeds per day, yeah, which means he was in the Himalayas, where the juniper seeds are, yeah. And anyway, Radha was her maid, her servant, and she'd passed away, and so anyway, Siddhartha took her shroud as his dress, okay. So one time, speaking of shrouds, yeah, one time we went with Lama Caroline Rinpoche. We went to see the shroud of Turin. Yeah, now maybe some of you have heard of this. Yeah, in the Catholic tradition, yeah, they have many like kind of miracle things. Also, we Buddhists, we have many miracle things. Yeah, so one of the, I'd say, treasures of the Catholic tradition is they have this thing called the shroud of Turin, which is supposed to be the shroud which was put over Jesus's body. Okay, and on there is this impression of a man. Yeah, okay, now there's a lot of debate if this is true or not, if it's from the Middle Ages or whatever. But it's in the Cathedral of Torino in Turin in Italy. So, and every 20 years, they, how do you say, they open up the box and they display the shroud, yeah, of Turin, yeah, okay. So it's like really, really long. So many years ago, Rinpoche, together with a group of disciples, we went together, yeah. And I must say, there's an incredible feeling, actually, very like blissful feeling, you know, like love and compassion. Yeah, Rinpoche went and he was like very interested. Yeah, Rinpoche always said that he thought that Jesus was a bodhisattva. Yeah, okay. Of course, like Buddhas are everywhere. Yeah, not just in Tibet. Yeah, okay. So anyway, so it's just speaking of shrouds, that just brought that to my mind. Yeah, that we went one time to see the shroud of Torino, and there was a very powerful energy there, I must say. And another thing, actually, there's a lot of debate about this shroud of Torino, if it's true or not. Yeah, but now they start to X-ray the fabric. No, now one thing that impressed me about it is that over the eyes, which you cannot see with the naked eye, is the impression of like Roman money. Yeah. So anyway, so you can only see that on a microscope. So it's interesting, no? Yeah. Anyway, I'm slightly digressing. One more minute and I'll be back on the theory of yellow color, yeah, and the Buddhist robes, yeah, okay. Another time we went with Rinpoche Lao, we went to Assisi, yeah, okay. Remember, Rinpoche used to live in Gubbio, which was near Assisi, yeah, okay. And we went to, Rinpoche went many times to these holy places of San Francisco and Santa Clara, yeah. And Rinpoche, I think he felt very, I don't know, some spiritual connection with them, yeah. And one time I remember we went to see in one place somewhere in Assisi, they have like some of the clothes which were actually worn by San Francisco and Santa Clara. I remember those they're very like rags, you know, like really mendicant clothes, you know, very rough, very like rough kind of woolen, very obviously raggedy now. But there was this incredible feeling of love and compassion, you know. Yeah. So the mendicant tradition has been throughout, not just in Asia, yeah. Also, we had that in our Western Christian tradition, yeah. And Rinpoche always asked us to, you know, to appreciate the holy beings of all the spiritual traditions, yeah. Okay. So anyway, I'm digressing, yeah. Okay. Back to yellow. So I was saying that the yellow color, yeah, of the monks' robes is for this, yeah. Okay. There's yellow. There's this yellow is the color of moksha in Vedic Hinduism, yeah. Also, you know, yellow is this kind of like detached color of the intellect, actually. Yeah, okay. And so anyway, so as you can see above me, Lord Buddha's first robe was like this shroud sewed together, raggedy shroud, yeah, okay, of a poor servant girl, yeah, okay. So, of course, each color has both a negative and a positive side, which is very much like the theory of our self-healing, isn't it, yeah? So, for example, yeah, yellow can also represent actually pride, no? Yeah, or it can represent like like yellow. It can be also materialism, like gold, like richness. Also, it can be like detachment, yeah, like moksha, renunciation, yeah. So there's always two sides to the, you know, to the colors, yeah, yeah. Which in our self-healing we need to examine both the negative side, our ordinary state, and then hopefully by working on ourselves, by meditating, we develop the positive side, the awakened side of those colors, of the emotions and so on, which are related to the 5 Dhyani Buddhas. Yeah, okay. Okay, so anyway, so this is, okay, some ideas about yellow, okay. You're very, like I say, I'm not the authority on this, yeah. I don't claim to be, so please, anybody has any more ideas, you're welcome. Also, as you can see, by the way, Lord Buddha Shakyamuni is golden colored, yeah? So why is Buddha represented as golden? Actually, because it's reported that the people around him, they saw like a golden radiance around him. You're like, like nowadays we have like these Curlian photographs, yeah? Like you can go in this like photo booth and you can see like people's auras, yeah? And let's see if I have one here. Yeah? Let's have a look. I might just have one. Let's have a look if I have it or not. If not, I have it in Albaniano, yeah? Because I have one of these Curlian photographs, because one time we went with Rinpoche to a New Age conference, okay, and they had one of these Curlian cameras, so of course, when they said, Rinpoche, would you like to take a photo of your aura? Rinpoche said, yes, of course. So I have this photo of Rinpoche, and actually Rinpoche's aura also is golden, yeah, I must try and find that, yeah? Yeah. So, like Lord Buddha had a golden aura, so did Rinpoche, yeah, okay. And you can actually see it on this photo, but like I said, I must find where is this photo. I do have it somewhere, yeah. Okay. Anyway, so anyway, gold is like this, okay. And like I say, further contributions from the Sangha members welcome on Thursday, please, okay. Okay. So next is Akshobhya, no? Heart chakra. So Akshobhya is blue, okay? Okay, let me just find it 1 second. Okay, so blue. So blue, what is blue? For all of us, blue is the sky and blue is the sea, no, isn't it? This is the most strong blue colors. I mean, okay, nowadays we have a lot of like, how do you say, like color that in ancient times was not so much available, yeah? I mean, now we're quite used to seeing like blue clothes and like blue in like audio visual things, yeah? Okay, and like all the things around us, blue has become a very common color in the modern times. However, in ancient times, blue was one of the most difficult colors to find in nature, yeah? Okay. But where you can see blue is in the sky. I mean, in terms of like plants and things, and in terms of stones, yeah? And so to find a blue dye was not that easy, actually, yeah, in ancient times, yeah? And so it was like a royal color, yeah, okay. But where you could see blue, at least for most people, especially if you live in a sunny place with not too much clouds, blue is in the sky, isn't it? I mean, me personally, I always remember that when I first went to Italy to study with Lama Caroline, I was amazed by the sky, like it was always blue, yeah, because before I'd been living in the north of England, and mainly, okay, maybe now the climate's changing a bit with the global heating, no? But mainly it's grey, yeah. And I was completely amazed how blue everything was, yeah. Of course, most people that's completely normal, but I remember being amazed by the blue color, yeah. Okay. So anyway, yeah. Okay, so however, like, okay, another thing that I was considering, let's say I'm sharing my thoughts with you all about this, yeah. In our self-healing mandala, actually, in the center is white, isn't it? Vairocana is the main one, okay? But in many of our mandalas, actually, the central color is blue, okay? And here, usually, many times, this section here is white, yeah? So I was thinking about this, and I was considering one of the practical reasons why that might be is because in ancient times, blue was incredibly difficult to find, yeah? Okay, like, red and yellow you can find quite easily, you know, like yellow is sand, no? Red ochre, it's not, there's red terracotta, there's a lot of it, yeah? Green also not too difficult, there's plenty of green dyes around, yeah? What's white, there's plenty of white stones and things. What's difficult to find in nature is blue, yeah? Okay, for example, there is lapis lazuli from either Afghanistan or from Chile, but not very easily accessible, yeah, okay. Actually, when we used to go with Rinpoche to Chile also, we were amazed by the lapis lazuli, yeah. Rinpoche was like, oh wow, you know, like then he bought some to make offerings, yeah, in different monasteries and things, yeah. But in Asia, in India and Tibet and so on, yeah, where the lapis lazuli came from was from Afghanistan, yeah, from the Svat Valley, yeah, from the mountains there. So it's always been incredibly rare and incredibly expensive, you know. So I was thinking that maybe why they had the smallest part of the mandala was blue, because blue was incredibly difficult and rare and expensive. It could be one practical reason why, you know, because there's always also practical reasons why things are organized as they are, yeah. Anyway, so in ancient times, yeah, okay. Actually, in blue, of course, the Egyptians used blue. If we look at, they had some, what do you call it, azurite, yeah, okay, some kind of rocks they had to make blue color, yeah. But in Asia, like I say, it was mainly from lapis lazuli, yeah, okay. And anyway, if we imagine like something peaceful, if somebody says to you, okay, shut your eyes and imagine a peaceful scene, then probably we would imagine either something like something natural with green, and we'd also imagine like some water, I imagine, and an open sky, yeah, because these are the colors that we associate with tranquility. Yeah? So these perceptual scientists, yeah, who study such things, and I'm referring to them because when I was at university studying architecture, I did a course on perceptual psychology. So a very tiny little bit of this I remember. Okay. So these perceptual psychologists, yeah, okay. Now they've through their brain scanners and all this kind of stuff, yeah. They've understood that when we visualize or look at blue, what happens is that it lowers our heart rate and it slows down our metabolism. So actually, it does have like a physiological effect on us. Yeah, okay. So it does help to create inner peace. Yeah. Speaking of which, yeah, that just reminds me of one thing. Yeah. If we visualize a color or if we look at a color, the effect on our brains is the same, exactly the same. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. How do I know? Because near our center, Shide Chuseok Center in Sao Paulo in Brazil, yeah, we have a beautiful center there, okay. Near there is one project called Walk Again, and this project is incredible. And what it is, it's developing like these kind of exo suits for disabled people, like people who've been injured, like in a car crash or been shot or in some way injured, spinally injured. And so they are developing these exo suits, yeah, where people can, by thinking, yeah, they can make this suit move and they can walk. And I went there one time, yeah. Why? Because one of the ladies who works there came on one of my courses. Yes, I said, "Oh, please, I want to come to the laboratory." She said, "Yes, of course, yeah." And she kindly gave me a tour and met all the scientists there. Yeah, anyway. One very famous guy is called Michaelis, a very famous scientist there, and they're developing all this. Yeah, so they have this brain interface. Yeah, you put this band around your head, and you can make this robot suit move. Yeah, so they've discovered, but like scientifically, that what you think is the same as actually doing it. Yeah, okay. So if you visualize I'm walking, it's what it does. It stimulates like that part of your brain that's walking. If you visualize blue, it's like seeing blue. Yeah, of course. This is exactly why we have a big thing about visualizing, like visualizing I'm a blue Buddha saving the world and so on, yeah? Because it's stimulating the same part of our brain as actually being a blue Buddha, okay, at least creating that impression, let's say, yeah, okay? And this is true, and it's a very, very fascinating new part of science, yeah? And they're doing incredible developments on this subject, yeah? I was reading, I think 2 days ago in the paper, now they have like this same kind of technology, and people who are disabled, they can use a laptop just by thinking about it. Yeah, incredible, no? They don't need to use the eye pointer anymore. So why? Because scientifically, they discovered it's true what Lord Buddha and our lineage masters have been saying, that visualization is powerful. If you think of something, it activates the same circuits in your brain, and they found a way to connect with those by, I don't know, by the electric currents in your skin, actually. Anyway, yeah. So think about walking. You can activate a robot suit to walk. Think about sending lights over the universe to save all beings, and that eventually will happen. Yeah, now we're creating the cause, but one day it will become true. Yeah, so visualizing a Buddhist palace with blue and yellow and red and green, it affects those parts of our brain. Yeah, Rinpoche, Lama Ganchen, he always said we need to wake up our brain. Yeah, he always said we need to take care more of our precious brain. Yeah. So in the Vajrayana iconography, they have these Rothful, let's say not Rothful anyway, these high Buddhas, no? Some of them are holding kapalas, okay? And Rinpoche always said this means we need to take care of our precious brain. We're not taking care of our precious brain. Our precious brain is unhappy and jealous. We don't take care of it. We need to take care of our precious brain. I'm sure I used to say that a lot, no? Yeah. So color therapy is one way we can take care of our precious brain, yeah? And we can wake up many incredible things within our own mind, and a whole life we can grow, you know. Also, they discovered, by the way, that the brain is called brain plasticity. So it's not like, oh, after 16, your brain just disintegrates into a pulp, yeah? No, our whole life, our brain continues to form new, or at least if we use it for something positive, our brain can grow and evolve, yeah? So this is very much what the senior monks and lamas show us, isn't it? Even up to like 99 years old, they're meditating, they're learning. Why? Because need to take care of the precious brain, yeah, but of course, it's not just the physical. We have the understanding of the brain, but also deeper levels of consciousness, yeah. Because you might think, oh, fine, but then at death, the brain is gone, so what's the point, yeah? But we believe that also there's a deeper level of consciousness, and all those things are held and recorded. Let's say so those impressions pass on. The habitual impressions pass on to the next life, yeah. Okay. Anyway, I am digressing. Anyway, so visualize blue. Yeah, it's the same as actually seeing blue. Okay, this is why we visualize, isn't it? So maybe you want to have a nice, what do you call it? Very white pastel house. Yeah, very modern, beautiful one, of course. Yeah. But anyway, we still have to visualize all these colors. Why? Because it's therapeutic. It's a healing method. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so blue, visualizing blue or looking at blue, yeah, is an aid to mental concentration and clarity, yeah, okay. And so blue, no, the color of akshobhya, yeah, unshakable. It's giving us stability, but without aggression. Remember the energy of akshobhya, that normally the mind is, we'll talk about this when we get to akshobhya, yeah. Our mind, our heart, shakes due to the emotions, and we know that's true. And especially if we get angry, it's like an earthquake, isn't it? Yeah, big drama, yeah, okay. So what we need is mental stability without aggression, yeah, okay. So blue colors, yeah, especially darker blue colors are creating that feeling of calm and stability, yeah, okay. And also, it's associated with trust, with confidence. So, for example, in society, many jobs where they require people to trust you, people wear blue uniforms, don't they? I don't know. Let me think of an example, like paramedics, no, or well, it depends. Each country they have different colors, no, but like many official people, they wear blue colors, don't they? Yeah. Why? Because we need to trust them. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Also, yeah, of course, there's many shades of blue within our Vajrayana Buddhism. So, for example, in the Maha Anuttara Yoga Tantra, we have many different Buddhas. Of course, actually, Medicine Buddha, yeah, his actual name is Lapis Lazuli Buddha. Okay, so his color obviously is lapis lazuli. Yeah, so that indicates that the color lapis lazuli, yeah, has a very powerful healing effect. Yeah, okay, so the Medicine Buddha, actually, even though he's called Lapis Lazuli Buddha, he doesn't have like gold flecks in him like actual Lapis Lazuli. But anyway, that is the shade that we should visualize when we say Om Bekanze, Bekanze, Maha Bekanze, the mantra of Medicine Buddha. Bekanze is the Tibetan pronunciation of the word for Lapis Lazuli in Sanskrit. Okay, yeah. So we're saying Om Lapis Lazuli, great Lapis Lazuli Buddha. Yeah, that's what we're saying when we say the mantra of the Medicine Buddha. Okay. Okay, so Medicine Buddha, his color is Lapis Lazuli. Yeah. Then there's different like hues of blue there's like a palette of blues. Yeah. For example, Hevajra, yeah, Laughing Buddha, very important Maha Anuttara Yoga Buddha. He's like sky blue color. Yeah. Yeah, this kind of light blue, okay? Then we have like a kind of royal blue color, yeah? This is the color of Guhya Samaja, yeah, okay? Why? Because Guhya Samaja is this feeling of like transforming this feeling of like a king in the court, yeah, okay? the Guhya Samaja Tantra was taught by Lord Buddha to King Indrabhuti, yeah, of Odiyana, yeah, okay? And King Indrabhuti, he said to Lord Buddha, I love what you're doing. It's fantastic, but, you know, I'm a king, yeah, okay? So I'm really busy with my kingdom, my army, my courtiers, I've got all this kingdom to rule, yeah? So he said, if you can please show me one method to reach awakening where I don't have to abandon my kingdom, where I can continue as a king in my court, please, Buddha, show me. So Lord Buddha said, of course. And he taught King Indrabhuti the Guhya Samaja Tantra, yeah, okay? So therefore, the color of Guhya Samaja, of Akshobhya Vajra, is royal blue, okay? Then Chakra Samvara is a little darker color, yeah, darker blue, and then Yamantaka is an even darker bluer color, bluish black, yeah, okay? So it's like the color of like the how do you say, like the night sky is one at one, you know, when it's going dark, yeah, the color like of Guru Buddha Yamantaka is that kind of color when it's almost going dark, yeah, okay? So one explanation I heard about why there's so many blue Buddhas, yeah, is that the blue represents the Dharmakaya, yeah, the mind of the Buddha, yeah, the actual experience of reality, okay, that an awakened being, a Buddha has, yeah, which is, yeah, okay, nothing is unchangeable, but let's say it's a continuous flow of the same perfect realization, okay? So the explanation in the commentaries is like this, okay, of all colors, yeah, in your wardrobe, you have many different colors of clothes, yeah, so some of them are easier to change the color than others, and we know this is true because when we wash things in our washing machine, sometimes we put our clothes out, no, it's gone like pink, it's got green, you know, but some colors, they don't change, yeah, and one of those colors is dark blue, yeah, okay? Dark blue is very difficult. Okay, maybe if you pour a load of bleach over it, but in ancient times they didn't have that, no? But to change a cloth from deep blue to another color is very difficult, yeah, okay? Yeah, whereas the other colors, it's much easier to get the dye out, yeah, okay? So anyway, so they say that just as it's so difficult to change a deep blue fabric into another color, very, very almost impossible, then it's showing like the profound, permanent, let's say not permanent, unchanging, anyway, that the nature of the Dharmakaya, which is like a continuous stream of realization. It's not permanent. Permanent means it doesn't change, yeah, but a continuous stream of born again, fresh experience of the spontaneously arising, blissful, empty nature of all phenomena, yeah, okay? So born again, link here, spontaneously born, every moment afresh, this experience of reality, direct experience of reality, okay? So that's why we have so many blue Buddhas, yeah, okay? Okay, so anyway, that's something about blue, okay? Yeah. Also, of course, in the Christian tradition, yeah, the Madonna and Jesus is frequently represented as wearing blue clothes, the Madonna especially, you know? She's always wearing like these blue colors, yeah? Yeah, so please, Catholic friends, welcome to comment on that. It's the color, in the Christian tradition, it's the color of the divine, isn't it? Blue, I suppose, no? Yeah. Also, as I was saying, in the Middle Ages, blue paint was the most expensive one, therefore the most suitable to represent the most highest, the most sacred people, no? Okay. So like that, yeah, okay. Okay, maybe. Okay, I think maybe for today that's enough. We'll do red and white, yeah. Amitabha and Vairochana colors, yeah. On Thursday, yeah. Okay, we'll continue with the theory, let's say the psychology of colors a little bit on Thursday, yeah. Okay. Let me see if anybody in ours, and then because also we need to make some prayers at the end of this session. Why? Because we want Rinpoche to come back. That's why we call swift return prayers, yeah. So I'd like to say a few of those prayers, yeah. I think it's important that we emphasize more to, you know, from our side to create the positive interdependence, okay. In the Tibetan tradition, you know, they say the blessing from the gurus and the Buddhas is always there, but from our side, we need to make an effort, yeah? So it's not, for example, the Buddha's blessing is not perfect. It is. It's not the Rinpoche's intention is not perfect, because it is. But from our side, we need to make some effort, to create an interdependence, like two hands shaking, okay, shaking hands, and one hand is not enough. We need two hands, So from our side, we need to do more to create that positive interdependence, okay. Let me just check if anybody made any comment in our Sangha. Let's have a look. Okay, Roberto is saying, I'm not quite sure. What do you mean, Roberto? He says, during the practice, if I hold the mala and do the mudra, where do I put the bell? He said, okay. I was saying, what I was saying is, when we do the Vajrahumkara mudra, which Rinpoche called the hugging mudra, this one, okay? I was saying that when we do this, it represents holding the Vajra bell, okay? Okay, so you can, if you like, you can just visualize it, okay? When you use your mala, let's say if you have a Vajra bell, you put it down on your table. You don't say the mala, repeat the rosary at the same time as holding the bell. Why? Because it's just not physically possible to hold a bell and in the same hand turn your mala. That's why. Anyway, in the self-healing, actually we don't use our Vajra and bell very much, but anyway, we need to have one as a symbol. In many other pujas, actually, we do use the Vajra and bell, like, for example, the Guru Puja, and many others, okay? But anyway, like in self-healing, if you don't have a Vajra and bell, actually, it's okay, you follow, like on the DVD, Rinpoche's, you follow him, you see he's got one, okay? The Vajra and bell, it's symbolic. We already talked about this. This represents the sound of emptiness, that all things lack intrinsic existence, The Vajra, which you hold in the right hand, represents method, new bliss and emptiness, and from emptiness of inherent existence arise the transformation of the 5 negative emotions into the 5 wisdoms of the 5 supreme healers, and the 5 impure elements are transformed into the 5 pure elements. So that's what the Vajra represents. Okay. Let's see if anybody else said anything. Okay, so far no. I know that a lot of you actually have got are very good artists and have probably got a lot. Please also in our NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing Signal group, please post some pictures of colours. I mean, obviously it's related to spiritual things. You're welcome. So if you have some contributions on colour, please share with us. I mean, that's why we made the group. So that we can share in things that help inspire us to do the practice together. As Rinpoche asked us this year to do self-healing. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to read another one of the Swift Return Prayers of Lama Genshin Rinpoche. This time I'm going to read it in English. Okay. 1 second. Like I say, there's the 4 official ones, which are published by Peace Publications of Albaniano, that you can download on the ngalso.org website, which are from His Holiness the 11th Panchen Lama, His Holiness Kyabje Bonka Rinpoche, His Holiness Kyabje Trijang Choktrul Rinpoche, and by the World Peace Protector. So those ones you can download on our website, And then many other lamas have made prayers, heartfelt prayers for Rinpoche to come back, The other day I read them. I read them in Tibetan, but without a tune. Okay, but never mind. Now I'm just going to read in English. Okay. In the Italian group, on Sunday we read the prayers of, who did we read the prayer of? Let's see. Oh yes, of Danak Rinpoche, the brother of Dagon Rinpoche, made a beautiful prayer for the requesting Rinpoche's swift return. And also we read this prayer from one Lama from Chatring. Chatring is the land, let's say, the place of His Holiness Kyabje Trijang Choktrul Rinpoche, the Trijang incarnation lineage. His monastery is there, And we went there with Rinpoche La many times, and Rinpoche had an incredible following. I don't know how many tens of thousands of people came to see Rinpoche. Like the whole valley was full of people coming to receive Rinpoche's blessings. Anyway, there's many photos and videos of this, So also we read the prayer by one Lama from Chattering. Okay, so let's see where we got to, okay? Okay, and then let's see. I'm going to read another one, yeah? Okay. Or actually, maybe what I'll do is, I'm going to read this one of Danak Rinpoche again, yeah? And then, because it's in poetry, seeing as I translated it, okay, my translation probably is not perfect, but I'll give some thoughts on the subject because it's in the form of like an allegory, yeah? Some poetic metaphors, yeah? Okay. Okay, I'm going to read it in English this time, yeah? So it's a swift return prayer called The Sad Song of the Faithful by Danak Rinpoche, okay? So he says, embodiment of all the conquerors, all-pervasive Lord Vajradhara, the seventh Lama Genshin, great charioteer of Tsongkhapa, nature of the lineage Lama and assembly of Guru Buddhas, right now grant your blessings so that our wishes are accomplished. Excellent intention of the treasury of wisdom, spring essence of the Buddha's teachings, glorious moon, increaser of the enlightened actions of the teachings of Protector Manjusri, faultless in all ways, glorious friend without rival, unequaled glorious Lama, to you, Rinpoche La, we make prayer requests. Source of all that we wish for in samsara and nirvana without exception, gentle protector Manjusri Lobsang Dragpa, the powerful Lord, the son of the teachings of the victors, like 1,000 lights of happiness and benefit for the teachings and beings, has sadly suddenly set in the western direction of Varuna, the water god. Nevertheless, until the well-being of the world is not attained, your profound intention and great compassion cannot avoid protecting the teachings and beings with supreme courage. Willingly dispel our longing and take a rebirth from Rinpoche La, and please do it quickly. Yeah? The profound and vast scriptural tradition of Sutra and Tantra, by hearing, contemplating, and meditation, and by study, purity, and goodness, to benefit others with enlightened actions in hundreds of different ways. You are the friend to all. Glorious Lama and Supreme Emanation, may you swiftly return. Yeah? Nowadays, in this time of the 5 degenerations, exhibit your great natural radiance, which thoroughly pacifies the storm-like misfortunes of the teachings and migrators. For the ignorant and deluded migrators who wander in darkness, light giver and guide, supreme emanation, may you swiftly return. By the blessings of the infallible holy supreme jewels and by the general ocean of guardians of the Dharma, and especially by the inseparable enlightened actions of Doji Shugden and his assembly, may these true wishes, without any interference, be spontaneously accomplished. Yeah. Okay, so this prayer was kindly offered by Danak Rinpoche for Rinpoche's swift return. So we need to say it, yeah? Okay, all these prayers, yeah? Please say all these prayers as much as possible, yeah? So actually now we don't have so much time, but anyway. Okay, so Rinpoche is these are my thoughts on the subject, okay? Rinpoche is the embodiment of all the conquerors because all gurus are the embodiment of all the conqueror Buddhas, as it says so in the Lamrimya, okay? Yeah. And here it says Rinpoche is the 7th Lama Genshin. Actually, Rinpoche has many, many different incarnations, no? Yeah. But there's many, many different ways of counting, depending on if you count Rinpoche's like incarnations in India, actually in ancient Greece, no, in many, many different incarnations, also within Tibet, within different lineages. Like actually one life Rinpoche was, actually more than one life, he was Nyingmapa, other lives he was Kagyupa Lama, some lives he was Gelugpa Lama, so it depends how you count, no, anyway, so according to Danak Rinpoche, he says Rinpoche is the 7th Lama Genshin, yeah? And he's the great charioteer of Tsongkhapa, yeah? So charioteer means the one who really like it's like a kind of pioneer, a trailblazer, okay? Like, so we say like the charioteers are like Nagarjuna, like a Sangha, like Lama Tsongkhapa, somebody who really did something incredibly, like to open up the trail, the path, yeah? So we can all agree that our precious Lama Gangchen Rinpoche was a trailblazer. He opened up the Dharma in the modern society, and he gave access to the Gelugpa tradition in a very unique and special way. So he truly deserves the title of a charioteer, yeah? Okay. Yeah, so he's one of the great charioteers of Tsongkhapa, yeah? Okay. Then, nature of the lineage Lama and assembly of Guru Buddhas. So it means everything is condensed in, if we just look at Rinpoche, yeah, okay, then there's all the Buddhas, there's Vajradhara, all the lineage Gurus from Buddha Shakyamuni up to Rinpoche, all is there, yeah, all the assembly of Guru Buddhas, like the Guru Lama Chirpa, no? Merit field, yeah, all that is embodied within our Guru, okay? And he says, right now, grant your blessings, so our wishes that Rinpoche, Yangtze Rinpoche, new life, come swiftly, perfectly, without any obstruction, yeah? Like I say, from the side of Rinpoche, the side of the Buddhas, all the blessing is there, all the bodhicitta, everything is there perfect, but from our side, we need to do something, yeah? Make some effort, create a positive interdependence. So please, everybody, let's recite all these prayers more, yeah? These prayers, of course, are available in Tibetan in our NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing group, yeah, on Signal. This prayer, all the Tibetan and all the English, you can download the whole thing, okay? Like I say, this is provisional translation. It's not finished, but anyway, whether it's finished or not, we need to use, yeah, okay? Yeah. Then, okay, perfect one is coming afterwards, but Rinpoche always made us do like that, yeah? Many times he published a book and it wasn't really finished. Because Rinpoche was like, now we need to do it. Then, okay, then we need to make edition 2 or 3. But anyway, so that's why we're not the translation for sure. We can improve, but we're using, yeah? Then, excellent intention of the treasury of wisdom, spring essence of the Buddha's teaching, glorious moon, increaser of the enlightened actions of the teacher of Protector Manjushri, faultless in all ways, glorious friend, without rival, unequal glorious Lama, to you we make our prayer request. Yeah, so this actually is based on Rinpoche's name. No, Rinpoche's name was Lobsang Tupten Trinle Yapel, okay? So in the Tibetan poetry, in the long life prayers, and in the swift return prayers, yeah, and also in the Guru name mantra, is based on the prayer, no? The praise is based on the Guru's name, yeah, okay? So Rinpoche, so for example, like, so Lob Sang, Lob is mind, no? Zang is like excellent or kind, yeah, okay? Yeah. Tupten is the Buddha's teachings, yeah? Conqueror Buddha's teachings, yeah? Yapel is the glorious increaser. Trinle is an enlightened activity, yeah? So this is why all these words are here in this verse, because it's Rinpoche's name, yeah? It's a praise to Rinpoche's. When we get a spiritual name, no, it's something that it shows our qualities, yeah? Okay? So Lobsang, excellent mind, kind heart, good, you know, Tupten, Buddhist holder of the Buddhist teachings, Trinle, enlightened action, Yapel, and glorious increaser. This was like all Rinpoche's qualities, no? Lobsang, Tupten, Trinle, Yapel. So this verse is arranged around Rinpoche's name, yeah, okay? So glorious moon, yeah, okay? Like, so always in these prayers, there's this idea of the moon. From also actually in Rinpoche's books, no, Rinpoche used to use this idea a lot. Now, the first moon growing up to the full moon, or like in Chandrakirti, no, Chandrakirti in the Umala Jukpa, he says, "I bow down not to the full moon, but to the first moon." Yeah, he said, "Buddhas are born from bodhisattvas, and bodhisattvas are born from us." Yeah, so I bow down to the first moon. I bow down to you because one day you will all be Buddhas. Yeah. And these are cause, no? So, yeah, so I prostrate to the first moon, not to the full moon, yeah, okay? And Rinpoche in his books, he always used to use this idea of like first light, second light, like the moon growing, yeah? So that's part of Rinpoche in the prayers. They always say like he's increasing the Buddha's teachings, like the moon growing, yeah, okay? Actually, I think I'm more or less out of time. I think probably I'll just finish this verse and then I'll stop, yeah, okay? Increaser, no? Of the enlightened actions, the tinlit, the Awakened actions of a Buddha, yeah, enlightened actions of the teachings of Protector Manjushri. This is our lineage, no? Lama Tsongkhapa, Jamgun, Gentle Protector Manjushri is a title of Lama Tsongkhapa, yeah, okay? Faultless in all ways, true, yeah? Glorious friend without rival, unequaled glorious Lama, to you we make requests. So please, Rinpoche La, come back swiftly as soon as possible, yeah? Okay, so everybody please, I know we have many, many things to do, but this is something we need to do, yeah, okay? So please let's make, not because we have to, but because we want to, and it should be something joyful, because every day that passes is one less day until Rinpoche comes back, yeah? That's how we have to think, yeah? So now it's the countdown to Rinpoche's new incarnation, okay? So thank you very much, yeah? That's a happy thought to end on. We continue on Thursday talking about colors and color therapy in NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing. Any contributions welcome. Please either post in the NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing Signal group or send to me. I'll be very grateful, okay, for all your ideas and advice. Thank you all very much. See you on Thursday, okay? Ni modele sendele, ni me koya hante dele shin, ni sentatu dele pel, kuncho sungi jingi lo, kuncho sungi nudruso, kuncho sungi hitashi sho. At dawn or dusk, at night or midday, may the three jewels grant us their blessings. May they help us to achieve all realizations and sprinkle the path of our lives with various signs of auspiciousness. Thank you all very much. See you on Thursday. Or if you like, maybe we have the Zoom group every day. We have the French speaking group and the Malaysia group tomorrow. So maybe see you then. If not, see you on Thursday or in another of our Zoom groups. Okay. Thank you all very much. See you soon. Yeah. Okay.